I have Vanessa, and Vanessa and her husband Henry have been longtime patients of Dr. Vicky's. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and then what life was like for both of you before you started seeing Dr. Vicky?
Well, I'm a courier and I deliver TPNs to hospitals and I pick up lab samples and take it to the lab. Henry is disabled and for a while there he was confined to his wheelchair because he couldn't walk. So he was stuck in the house all the time unless I carried him out to the car. So things were really tough for us. The chiropractor he was going to did dry needling as well. So he was helping Henry's neuropathy in his feet and hands and of course adjusting his back and neck. And when he got confined to his wheelchair, we could no longer go to him because his office building was grandfathered in and did not have a wheelchair ramp. So as I'm looking for a new chiropractor, so there's this lady at this hospital I go to, and she was always sitting there on Mondays, and something prompted me to say, "Hi, how are you today?" And so a couple of weeks after Henry couldn't go see his other chiropractor, I was prompted to sit down and just chat with this lady. I was telling her, gosh, I need to find a new chiropractor. She goes, oh, I have the chiropractor for you. And she gave me Vicky's phone number. I called, made an appointment, and I'm so blessed to have Vicky in our life. So I do massage therapy as well, and it wasn't working anymore. And Henry's toes were turning from flesh colored to pink to red to dark purple, almost black. His legs were cold from the knee down. His feet were ice cold, like I just pulled them out of the freezer. The first visit was so amazing. By the end of that appointment, his toes were a light pink and just kind of cool to the touch. And I was so impressed. She goes, okay, do you want to make another appointment? I said, oh, you're booked out for the rest of the year. And she didn't believe me. And I showed her my appointment book, my calendar, and I had her scheduled every Wednesday for the year. And I'm like, no, this is how good you were doing for him. She gets him to feel better.
Was he able to get around better?
Yeah. Absolutely. The only time he needs his wheelchair now, if he's going to be walking long distances because he's got arthritis in his hips, most of the time he can use his cane. He does not need his walker or his wheelchair.
He literally went from not being able to walk, being confined to a wheelchair, to being able to walk.
Yeah, it's just, if you don't see it for yourself, you don't believe it. And it's like, yeah, it did. I'm sorry, it did. I tell everybody, I'm like, go to this woman. You really need to go to this woman.
What she's done for you, the difference that she's made in your life.
I need surgery because I got carpal tunnel in my wrist. And she goes, I don't think so. I paid for an appointment for me. I was just like in awe. Voila. Wow, that works.
This prevented you from needing to be cut open.
Exactly. There's so many different ways to do chiropractic. That way she does it is the best way. She's just fabulous.
And so if someone was considering seeing Dr. Vicky but wasn't sure, what would you tell them based on Henry's experience?
Go. If you try it, if you don't like it, then don't come back. It's like food. Take one bite. Just try it. If you don't see any change, none, then don't go back.
Would you say that this is the best money spent that you've ever had?
Yes,
Good.
Absolutely. I used to think acupuncture was heaven sent. No, Vicki is heaven sent. Then acupuncture. She does it because it breaks her heart to see people as sick as we are. And it does her heart good to see us get better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there anything else, to say to Dr. Vicky?
I love you. I love what you've done for my husband, what you did for me. Please don't stop.
Vanessa, that is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Not only do I appreciate you, Dr. Vicky appreciates you, and I know all the people who are going to hear your message that can be helped by Dr. Vicky are also going to appreciate you. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Vicky and see how she can change your life, You can visit her at souderchiropractic.com or call her at 303-385-3432 to schedule an appointment today. Again, that website was souderchiropractic.com. That's SOUDERCHIROPRACTIC.com, or call her at 303-385-3432.